Our heroes survive a blistering battle to topple the Lord of Shadows at long last. Free from Mordegon's malign influence, the World Tree begins to return to life, and as his healing powers pour out over Erdrea, light and love bring the land alive once more. Their quest complete, there's nothing left for the companions to do now but return home. You keep pouring out a 40?
Look, Veronica. Everyone's here to see you. We've come to celebrate with you. The world's at peace at long last. And Yggdrasil's in full bloom again. It's so beautiful.
It still hasn't sunk in, you know? We really did it. We really saved the world.
Yes. Mordegon plunged Erdrea into darkness. So many lost their lives. But we survived. We have to make the most of that. We have to laugh and smile for those who can't. We may feel like crying. Goodness knows I do. But we mustn't. I can only imagine what Veronica would say.
Pull yourselves together! You've saved the world, you idiots! What are you blubbering for?
Wow! That was a really good impression. I wonder if it's the same voice actress.
Excuse my awful impression.
Ah, here you all are. Huh? We were wondering where the guests of honor were. The festivities have already begun.
It's party time. Come on, darling. Let's go let our hair down.
You're good health. You're good health.
I'm gonna get you!
Looks like peace has even loosened up the Arborians.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's make this a party to remember. For Veronica.
Saviour of all Erdrea. Achievement unlocked. Rewarded for defeating Lord of Shadows and restoring the World Tree to its rightful place in the sky. Arbor. Peace has returned to Erdrea at last. Enjoy the festivities, then leave Arborea and see the world you saved. Let me see the Sword of Shadows. Luminar's own great weapon warped into a foul form by Mordegon's malevolent magics. Okay, so no charm, that's kind of understandable. It is a great sword, that's also understandable. It does tons of damage. Calls forth a devastatingly dark and destructive force to strike a single enemy when used as an item in battle. Giant unequips the Ethereal Shield +3 and equips the Sword of Shadows. That's some sword. Ah, how romantic. Oh my, I would so love to speak with those handsome gentlemen, but I cannot hope to compete with these ladies' assertive advances. What a man! By the skies, you are a pleasure to behold, good sir. I knew that the Luminary's companions would be heroes to a man, but you are more heroic than I ever imagined possible. Why, if I were 20 years younger, I would cling to you like a creeper. Oh my. My, what a fine figure of a man you are. So tall and strong and handsome. I would wager that you alone were more than a match for the Lord of Shadows. Now that you have saved all Erdrea from the darkness, maybe you can save me from swooning. Oh no, here I go. I must protest. Ladies, please. I am merely a soldier of Heliodor. I hardly think that I deserve such praise. Tran, these ladies will not let me alone. Do something to rid me of them, I beg you. Hey, there's something I've been meaning to ask. When we finished off Mordegon, you swiped the sword, right? The Sword of Shadows? It may look kinda creepy, but underneath all those razor-sharp teeth and bulging eyeballs, it's still the Sword of Light. Have we tried using it yet? Tran, my child, because of you, the Lord of Shadows is defeated, and peace reigns over Erdrea once more. We keepers have been relieved of a weighty responsibility, that of protecting the Luminar and ensuring that his destiny is fulfilled. Truly, this is a cause for much rejoicing. I do not know how long it has been since I last saw my people smile, but smile they do, and all thanks to you. Pray, join us in celebrating this most auspicious of days. Long last, my little angel has fulfilled her duty to protect the Luminar and has returned to the bosom of her beloved family. The pain of losing my dear Veronica will never leave my heart, but today is a day for celebration. 3 cheers for Serena! Hip hip hurrah! My darling Serena was always a shy, retiring sort, and yet she has fulfilled her divine duty, just like the holy sage Serenica before her. Ah, I'm so proud of her. More than that, I'm so very happy that our little angel has returned to us safe and sound. It would surely bring a tear to Veronica's eye to see how much her little sister has grown. My congratulations, Luminar. Your long and arduous quest is finally at an end. From this day forth, you may live life as you please. A new adventure awaits you, but this time it will be one of your own choosing. Woof woof. As offered, Luminary, tell me, what must I do to become as strong as you, strong enough to defeat the Lord of Shadows? Must I eat a balanced diet rich in nutrients? I fear that milk does not agree with me, but if you think it will help me grow big and strong, I shall do my best to endure the discomfort. Oh. Luminary, while you and your friends are fighting your way through the flying fortress, I spent every waking moment praying to the heavens for your victory. But staring into the sky for hours on end does tend to make one's neck somewhat sore. It still feels a little stiff, especially when I turn to the— Ow! Our newborn son passed away shortly after Holy Yggdrasil fell, and my wife has been inconsolable ever since, but at long last I see her begin to smile once more. Our days will forever be tinged with sadness, but now we have hope for a better tomorrow. We must live happy lives that our child's spirit might rest in peace. Though peace is returned, my child will not. Alas, the salvation of the entire world is not sufficient to dispel my grief. But when I see Almighty Yggdrasil soaring in the sky above us once more, I feel somehow at peace. I know that my son's spirit sleeps in her holy heart, waiting to be born again. Years, perhaps centuries from now, we shall be reunited. As long as I believe that to be true, I can live on. I guess tea time is over. May church assist you. Why, if it isn't the Luminary, where are you running off to? There are festivities afoot. The people of Erdrea are gathered to celebrate the fulfillment of your destiny. Pray, stay a while and rejoice with us. What an unusual dance. Still, my boy seems to be enjoying it. That is all that matters to me. I've never seen anyone dance quite so strangely before. It is such fun. I think I shall dance along. I wonder if my grandmother would like to join in too. There, I found the courage to dance in public before this day. I had worried that people might think me immodest. But now that the world is at peace, I'm filled with a joyous exuberance and my body moves of its own accord. What fun it is to finally let one's hair down. Fabulous, isn't it, darling? Never thought I'd see the day the Arborians would be tripping the light fantastic with yours truly. The Lord of Shadows stole everybody's freedom, and now they are free again. Free to dance, dream, and most of all, to smile. Hooray! I've never danced before, so I have little idea how one is supposed to do it. Something like this, perhaps? Surely not, Luminary. Does our guest of honor truly seek to flee the festivities being held to celebrate his deeds? Return to the plaza, I beg you, and regale us with a story of how you laid the Lord of Shadows low. Oh, I put everybody on show no mercy, and then I just let it run. But, as Hendrik said, the battle was determined by the amount of preparation we prepared. So it's not like I had to do nothing. We tried our antidotal herb tea. We began drinking it after the fall when our supplies of tea leaves dwindled. People seem to find it bitter and unsavory at first, but it really does grow in one. Now that Erdrea is at peace, perhaps we would turn our attention to exporting this fine beverage to the rest of the world, so that all its people might enjoy the taste of Erdrea. It would seem that the scorched and ashen earth has regained its fertility. The plants and flowers are flourishing once more. Another bounteous harvest is just around the corner. When we can finally go to sleep with full stomachs again, we will know that the worst is truly behind us, and that we can begin to look to the future once more. It is the luminary himself, our storied savior. What is our guest of honor doing so far from the festivities? Return to the plaza, I prithee. But if you truly have tired of our hospitality, you have to leave by the main gate. Ever since I lost you that night all those years ago, I've been driven by one purpose, and one purpose only, to destroy the darkness that took you from me. And at last, it's done. I'll have to think of another reason to get up in the morning now. Actually, I did want to help get Halodor back on its feet. Oh, and I wanted to try all the different cakes in Gondolia too. Alright, maybe there are one or two other things to live for. Ah, would you look at all these smiling faces? It's really true, eh? We really did save the world. Can't I remember the last time I felt so chirpy? We've been running from the Lord of Shadows for so long, I'd forgotten what peace and quiet felt like. There's still a few things left to do before things can go back to how they once were, but my dream of a life of leisure and laziness is not far off now. Serena is much changed from the girl I once knew. Never before have I seen her wear such a majestic expression. My heart goes all aflutter when she draws near. Ah, Luminary, that was not intended for your ears. Do not tell Serena, I prithee. It seems that people all over Erdrea are celebrating the return of peace. News of joyous festivities reaches us from all corners of the world. You have visited many places on your travels, have you not? No doubt the people of those towns and villages will be just as pleased as we to see you. Yeah? Would you give me a free in-stay? Nope. When a new leaf appears on the world tree's branches, a new life begins. Each of us has our own leaf on those mighty boughs, and each of us returns there when we die. Veronica may no longer be with us, but her spirit lives on, and one day we will meet again. One day, we'll return to our place on those branches. But not just yet. I have a life to live, and I must live it to the fullest, for my sake and for hers. Alright, is that everybody? Let's see, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's everybody.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Sneaking off without us, honey? If you've got someplace to be, we can all go together, no?
No.
Oh, don't be like that. Let's try this again, shall we?
Some things never change.
Sneaking off without us, honey? If you've got someplace to be, we can all go together, no?
Fine.
Of course we can. Now the world is at peace, the fun can really begin.
If you're looking for new adventures, I know where we can start. You saw that weird light shining south of Octagonia too, right? If it was up to me, that's where I'd be headed. But you're the boss.
Don't you forget it.
What's up?
Hey Tran, remember when Cetacea took us all home after we defeated Mordegon? Well, I just remembered that I looked down and spotted something south of Octagonia, something glowing. I reckon it'd be a good idea to check it out. You in?
Are you alright?
It's ever so fun to be traveling with you again, Tran. I'm looking forward to visiting Veronica's grave and telling her everything we've been up to.
Could it be?
The women here are far from shrinking violets. I've been doing my best to avoid their advances, but it is proving rather exhausting. If there's somewhere else you would rather be, Tran, I am more than ready to accompany you. Warrior's got too many steep steps for my liking. Are you sure you won't give me a piggyback, laddie? You know, seeing the Sword of Shadows still sends shivers down my spine. It still possesses terrifying power, I'm sure of it.
How wonderful!
Those barbarians really know how to put on a party. Why, if it isn't the Luminary.
Hey!
Look, Tran, peace has returned to the world, and Yggdrasil is watching over us once again.
Precisely.
King Carnelian has ordered me to protect Princess Jade with my life. I know full well that she can handle herself, but her father is very protective.
Let's have a nice wee chat, shall we?
You know, laddie, it'd be a nice idea to pay your folks a wee visit and tell them all that you've done. The next time you're passing by Dungersville, make sure you put some flowers on their graves.
Excellent.
Being able to spend time with you in a world without Mordegon is truly wonderful.
Oh, honestly.
You know something, honey? My pappy back in Porto Valor won't shut up about you. Yep, now he's fully recovered. He keeps talking about taking you on in a duel one day. It is Illuminator himself, our storied savior. Yeah, what if I... can't warp past you. Suspicious. There's actually a waypoint behind him that I've been able to warp to before, even after the world was destroyed. Zoom around Erdrea, speak with all your friends, and enjoy the sight of a world at peace. So I gotta go to all these waypoint markers. Nautica not one of them? Nautica's not one of them. They were the ones who were really hit by this place. And what about the Watcher? I assume, I don't know. Well, let's try these. Welcome back, old friend. My most sincere congratulations. You slayed foul Mordegon and saved our dear beloved nation. If you should miss the air above, just tell me and I'll send you. I have the power to summon bubbles, one of which I'll lend you.
You good?
Knowing more about the life below the waves makes it hard to eat fish without feeling guilty. Still, I suppose it's also taught me to be grateful for what I'm eating.
Yes?
Such extraordinary creatures. It is no wonder that I feel rather flustered in their presence.
What?
Wait, please ignore what I said. I did not mean to voice my thoughts. These folks live their lives below the waves, but when they die, they return to Yggdrasil like all living things. Life's always a journey, but these people really have to travel a fair way.
You wanted to speak to me?
I would love to have a proper conversation with the Mermaid Queen one day. I feel we would have much to share with each other. Getting the people of Nautica to laugh feels like it's going to be quite a challenge. After all, these fishy types are renowned for being a tough crowd. I might be reduced to recycling my old seaweed material. Welcome all to Nautica, the realm beneath the foam. Your Queen Marine is honored guest, so make yourselves at home. The news of your success has reached her sphere beneath the sea. Well done, everybody. You performed heroically. Praises be, you rescued me. The monsters took my home and friends. They tore my life apart. Darkness like the blackest chasm filled my aching heart. But when you slew a lizard, my soul was filled with light. I thank you, Luminary. You have saved me from the night. The things above the sea have changed, and Mordegon's no more. They haven't changed too much down here upon the ocean floor. But peace not being tangible, this is no great surprise. If life for us continues thus, we're more than satisfied. Mordegon showed his face and furrowed the world in his evil embrace. Queen Marina was deeply ashamed. She blamed herself for failing to foresee it. I wondered when I'd ever see that sunny smile again, but now I know now. Thank you, Luminary, for making Her Majesty merry once more. Come back and stay any day. You're always welcome in Nautica waters. Oh, wondrous day. Hip hip hooray. The day the world tree rose again and shone with blessed light. I knew that you had won the war and driven off the night. There are no words that can express the true depths of my joy. Just this, you have my heartfelt thanks, you brave, heroic boy. Now, Luminary, at long last, your journey's at an end. You boldly strove to bring back peace, this broken world to mend. I pray you will return one day and tell me the whole tale of how your quest began and how you finally prevailed. Well, let's see here. Let's go talk to the Wanderer. Not the Wanderer, the Watcher. Havens above.
You know, I've been thinking.
I wonder.
I can't help but feel that the light Eric mentioned must have some significance. Shall we go and investigate, Duran?
You wish to speak with me?
It is clear that Watchers have powers that we who dwell on the surface cannot begin to imagine. How else could they have built their homes in the sky or protected the memories of the first luminary for so long? Just imagine what the Watcher's home must have been like before Mordegon made it fall from the sky. I can't help feeling that it would have held the answers to a lot of the world's deepest mysteries.
Listen.
If you think about it, we've really been all over the world, from the bottom of the ocean to a village floating in the sky. You know, as long as we're together, it feels like there's nowhere we can't go.
Perhaps.
I wonder why the Watchers ended up living all the way up in the sky. Maybe they thought life on the ground was beneath them. Well, it is now. Yggdrasil returns, Lord of Shadows no more. Life breathes back into Erdrea. New dawn. Dead shall rise. New life. New leaves on tree. All thanks to Luminary. Is there any other place that's not? Yeah, this does not have one of those markers. We'll go there next.
Hey!
This village always reminds me of when I first met you and Eric, Tran. I'd wandered into that awful labyrinth, and I'd just lain down for a little nap by that fountain. Then I met you and everything changed. Although he is yet a child, Atsuo displayed rare fortitude and determination. He certainly has what it takes to grow into a leader. Perhaps one day he will have the chance to govern this village. Aye, things are certainly looking up for the people of Hado now that they don't have a horrible dragon to be worried about.
Hello.
The sight of the volcano brooding above the village is as impressive as ever. You know, it feels like just yesterday we were there forging the Sword of Light. Now the battle's over. We've really defeated Mordegon.
How wonderful!
We've come all the way to Hado, honey. It'd be a crying shame if we didn't hit the bathhouse. Yay, you beat the Lord of Shadows. You're the best. Alright, Tran, I heard all about your little venture. You made short work of the Lord of Shadows, eh? Of course, I weren't there to see it myself, but information is just as this, but I bet Abed'll follow me into my lap. Hang about. Where's your little friend with the red hat and the temper? Not wavy today. I'll give her me regards, eh? Hello, Tran, or should I say, Luminary. That's right, Noah told me all about you defeating Lord of Shadows and whatnot. Not to mention saving this town from some kind of dragon. Sounds like you're quite the hero. You have saved us all. The world tree floats in the sky. Peace returns like spring. One cloud remains. That Mr. Miko and Ryu will never return. We have heard the tale. You have achieved victory. Your quest ends at last. You fought for them too. For Ryu and dear Miko. They rest now in peace. Where else is a place that is not the register? Gallipolis City, okay. What about Gondolia? Yeah, that's where my boat is. Okay, so Gondolia, Warrior's Rest, Octagonia. Honolulu. Okay, so these are all places that are not quest places. And we'll take care of that the next episode. But we'll go ahead and hit all these non-quest places for now. So for example, Angri-La is a non-quest place, but we'll keep going in order. So Gallipolis next.
Hey!
Did you want to talk to me?
I do love a good horse race, Tran. I just think they're ever so exciting.
A word, if you please.
The thought of Prince Ferris one day ruling over this realm does not inspire confidence in the kingdom's future.
Interesting.
I still cannot work it out. Where's Mordegon so intent on slicing Erdwin's lantern in two? What does that word written on the star mean? Kalasmos. There's something about it that gives me the willies. So there was Mordegon, that guy in purple that sliced up the star. Kind of assumed it was, but I didn't know. Like, I remember Mordegon being this scrawny dude, and then when we encountered him, I guess he had gotten a lot of steroids. Whenever I see Prince Ferris's foolish face, I want to tell him to sort himself out. I've managed to bite my tongue so far, but I don't know how much longer I'll be able to hold back.
You wanna speak with little old me?
I'm going to bring the parade here to do a show one day. You'll have a starring role, of course, honey. I want to see you and Prince Ferris shredding your stuff. Crowd are going to love it. 1,000 thank yous, Trent. You're the one who saved us all. Please know that there will always be a welcome for you here in Gallipolis. We shall not forget what you have done for us. I must confess, I thought that the fall of Erdrea had sealed our fate, but you showed us the importance of hope. Restoring the world to its former glory will be a long process, and our work has only just begun, but we will not falter. The future is in our hands. We must look to the future. So the Luminary was the one who defeated Lord of Shadows, right? That must mean he wasn't actually the Darkspawn like everyone said. Yeah, it doesn't take a genius to know this. We are open for business once more. Hooray! Lord of Shadows not scary at all. The Luminary will always keep us safe. Smash! Yay, take that! Smash, bang, yay, I'm Trent. I'm the Luminary. I'm the one who defeated Lord of Shadows. Gallipolis is lively again. Muy vivo. Lord of Shadows is defeated, and the world is peaceful once more. Now I think some of the old life will return to Gallipolis, see? Now the world's all peaceful again, we need to up our game here at the circus. We'll be providing all the drama and excitement from now on. Oh, but if you're worried about the ticket prices, don't be. The Ringmasters decided to extend the free entry period indefinitely. Ladies and gentlemen, hooray, the world is at peace and the people of Gallipolis are smiling again. Then I'll tell you what, nothing makes a circus man happier than a tent full of beaming faces. Oh, this is just wonderful. Well, I don't mind. If a bit of song and dance helps you celebrate the Lord of Shadows being gone, then you can stand as close as you like. Yes, keep on smiling. That's right, that's what I want to see. I thought you said this place was full. Woo, hooray, amazing, how wonderful. One day I too will join the circus. I've never seen such skill. Look at her dance, truly she is the best. Circus always makes me feel better. I love the circus. How are such feats even possible? This is truly the greatest circus in all Erdrea. We can enjoy the circus now that the world is at peace. Roll up, roll up. Come to the circus and celebrate the fact that the world hasn't ended. Free entry to all comers. That's right, it won't cost you a penny. That's the same whether you come in the daytime or at night. You won't want to miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This is the entrance to the spectator stands. There have been many empty seats at recent races, but fans are now returning in their droves. I remain devoted to Prince Ferris. At first I assumed it must have been Prince Ferris who defeated Lord of Shadows, but it seems I was mistaken. But it makes no difference to me. My heart belongs to the prince, whether he is the savior of Erdrea or not. The world is saved. I know you. You're the one who saved Erdrea. How do I know? Well, everyone knows. Prince Ferris speaks of little else. He is determined that the whole world should hear of your deeds. In fact, I have no doubt that he is somewhere singing your praises at this very moment. Perhaps you should seek him out. Roll up, it's circus time. Hello there, young man. I want to visit the circus. It's the perfect way to celebrate the fact the world's been saved. Seems every single Gallipolitan wishes to raise a glass to celebrate the fact that the world is not about to end. My sales are going through the roof. Mordegon's minions roamed the world. We were deployed on missions all over Erdrea. There'll be no need for that now that their numbers have dwindled. I, for one, am looking forward to spending more time with my family and discovering all that I missed while I was away. Horses are much calmer now. Horses are full of life once more. It is you. I've been hearing much of your exploits. Defeating Lord of Shadows is a fine accomplishment indeed. The way you raced made it clear that you were bold and fearless, but still, I did not expect you to possess this degree of heroism. Perhaps you have other priorities for the time being, but should you ever find yourself yearning for a return to the track, I'd be honored to race against the savior of Erdrea. Doo-doo-doo. The horses are in better spirits than they have been for a long time. How do I know this? Why, by the color of their manure, of course. At the moment, I'm seeing some very healthy hues indeed. It seems certain that the world will be destroyed, and yet that did not come to pass. There's much rebuilding to be done, but first it is only right that we celebrate a little. Now that the pieces have returned to Erdrea, I'm free to focus on horse racing once more. The Lord of Shadows and his minions were responsible for the loss of many lives, and yet I remain standing. I'm under no illusions as to how fortunate I've been. I shall remain grateful until my dying day. The world is at peace, and so are my dear departed horses. They are looking down upon us now, I'm certain of it. I owe my life to my trusty steed. Were it not for his sharp wits, I would surely have perished out there in the desert. I was accustomed to witnessing his talents on the racetrack, but to see him come to my aid in battle, this was moving indeed. Lord of Shadows is gone, but the patrols must go on. It is our duty to maintain this newfound peace. More and more spectators are returning to the racetrack, and this all is a result of your world-saving endeavors. There is a future for horse racing in Galapagos after all. Be sure to catch a race or two while you're here, won't you? At last, I've been betting on rank outsiders every day for 20 years, and finally one of them won. 100 to 1, can you believe it? Finally, I knew my luck would turn in the end. Welcome to the racetrack. Spectators have been flocking back to the racetrack following the defeat of the Lord of Shadows, as continued operations are assured. It is such a great relief. After all, I could not live without the races. Welcome, friend, to the world-renowned racetrack of Galapagos. And there's still no new cups. Okay. The Luminaries defeated Lord of Shadows, and the world is no longer on the brink. Finally, we Galapagosians can relax and enjoy life again. Now the world's all peaceful and that, but maybe I should start thinking about buying my own house or something. I don't want to be wandering around forever. I want to put down some roots. Figureso may have returned to its rightful place, but the ravages wrought by the Lord of Shadows' forces remain plain for all to see. We must all work together to restore Erdrea to its former glory. The Lord of Shadows' defeat would not bring back those we have lost. I'm relieved that the world is at peace, but I cannot bring myself to feel joyful. My husband was dispatched to fight the Lord of Shadows' forces, but finally he has returned. I was so very worried about him, but I must forget that now. I must take pride in the manner in which he has served his kingdom. Let's see if he has any response to the fact that it was a letter for the Luminary. You are the Luminary, yes? The one who defeated Lord of Shadows? I confess I am in awe of your strength and courage. 1,000 thank yous, Tren. You not only saved Galapagos, but all of Erdrea. I pray that we are able to count on you again should the need ever arise. Welcome to the Sultan's Palace. You look rather tired. Your journey here was a long and arduous one, I suspect. I jest, of course. Now that the world is at peace, I'm sure your travels are entirely pleasant. I've decided to resign from the Gallopaladan army. Now that Erdrea is at peace, I would like to do some traveling. It is time that I saw the world. Here's Cat Lady. Cats are so happy that the world is at peace. The next crisis awaits. Do not falter, men. The world may be at peace for now, but Galapagos will face a new crisis soon enough. That is why we Desert Knights must never rest. Our kingdom requires our protection at all times. Training every day. The captain assures us that one day reap the rewards of all this hard work. But right now, I find it difficult to believe him. Never retreat. The Lord of Shadows is no more, yet our training continues apace. Be nice we must be prepared to march into whatever crises may await us without flinching. That is what the captain says anyway. I fear that another crisis might send me running for the hills. We must try harder. Ugh. 1,000 thank yous for keeping a watchful eye on Prince Ferristran. We Gallipolitans will always be grateful for all you have done for us. I must look into this further. Now that the threat of the lantern has receded, I'm perusing the castle's ancient tomes for further insights. After all, no star has been known to fall from the sky before, let alone to shatter into 1,000 pieces mere moments before landing. There must be some significance in what occurred, and I've made it my mission to discover just what that significance might be. And we'll wait for as long as it takes. My betrothed serves in the Gallipot's army. He was dispatched to a foreign land and has since gone missing. But now our cat, whom we had also thought lost, has returned to us. Surely this is a sign. Surely my beloved will return home soon. We must not give up. We must have faith. These are the chambers of our exalted Sultan and beloved Sultana. It is my duty to ensure that no suspicious characters are allowed to enter. Why? Go in every room, search the drawers, and shatter the pots? I'm totally not suspicious. Also my great evil sword. The forces of evil have been greatly weakened by the Lord of Shadow's demise, but they are yet to be entirely eradicated. We desert knights must remain vigilant and alert in order to protect ordinary Gallipolitans from monster attack. Tra-la-la. Sleep, lost souls, be peaceful at last. Thy sufferings ended, miseries past. Go, drift among the dunes, farewell friends. Be free, be still. Sleep now till time's end. This man entered the castle uninvited and now appears to have taken up permanent residence here. I no longer have the heart to try and eject them. I bleeding love this balcony. It's got the best view of the racetrack anywhere in the city, and no entry fee in either. Boy, talk about a view. Blinding. Peaceful days are here at last. The defeat of the Lord of Shadows appears to lift a great weight off from His Most Exalted Majesty the Sultan's shoulders. It is surely far easier to rule over a kingdom at peace. I hear it's you who defeated the Lord of Shadows, Strand. Prince Ferris is greatly excited at his beloved friend accomplishing such a feat. Your quest to defeat the Lord of Shadows was a success. It cannot have been easy for you, I'm sure, but you have returned victorious and unharmed. All is well. Your mother would be proud of you, Tran. Yes, Lady Eleanor is smiling down upon us as we speak, I'm sure of it. Ah, Tran, how wonderful it is to see you! Honestly, I still cannot believe that it was my best friend who defeated the Lord of Shadows. You must dine with me sometime and regale me with all the grisly details of the battle with Mordegon. My dear Tran, your heroic actions have saved the world, as I always believed they would. We Gallipolitans will always welcome you with open arms. After all, you are the hero of Erdrea. We would not be alive if it were not for you. Alright, let's see, where's next? Gondolia? Yeah, Gondolia's the place. With no quest marker.
Hey!
I wasn't going to mention it, but...
Once our journey is over, Savando, Jade, and I have a plan to go and sample all of Gondolia's finest desserts. You know you're very welcome to join us, don't you, Tran?
Precisely.
Princess Jade takes after her father in having a very sweet tooth. I've rarely seen her so content. I shall track down the finest delicacies in this town and present them to her. I consider nothing less than my duty. You did well to outrun the troops of Heliodor, laddie. I wouldn't have been able to do it at my age.
Aye.
So I suppose it's just as why I didn't run into you until after that, then, eh? Ha ha ha. Ah, what a wonderful town. The smell of delicious dessert seems to fill the air.
Fabulous!
You remember Dave, don't you, honey? The doughty captain of the Salty Stallion? Well, while we were busy fighting the Lord of Shadows, he was making sure the ship was seaworthy and ready to go at a moment's notice. We should go and thank him for all his hard work sometime. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to see us. You can taste the sea, the breeze that blows through the town. It's so fresh and clean after Lord of Shadows is defeated. Ah, but first I must say, Benvenuto in Gondolia. We have far fewer people than before, but it's okay. Make this town lively again soon. Benvenuto, signore. Even if the sky falls down on Gondolia, my shop, it remains cheaper than the shop of my brother. It's a guarantee. I don't know why, but the star that fought toward Gallipolis is gone now. Senza Cielo is such an eager relief. Imagine, signore, if the star hit the ground, it's finito for us all. Below that sea trend is like a duck pond ever since you took care of that Lord of Shadows. Perfect sailing conditions if you ask me. The sea, it is calm again, and more ships set sail from Gondolia. Maybe soon the people who have run away all come back too, no? Ah, it's you. I hear you're the one who defeated the Lord of Shadows. You are an hero. Now all is peaceful in the ocean also, and the people who live on this bed of the sea can return home. But the ones who come to Gondolia, they want to stay here with us. I'm very happy about this. Molto felice. My new friend, he is very good at the fishing, and he said he'd teach me one day. It's thanks to you we can do this together. Grazie mille. I may look decidedly different to Placido and Bignino, but they don't hold it against me. Oh, no, no, no. I was scared when a friend declared that humans feast on fishy flesh, but my new pals have put my mind to rest. Ciao, Tran. I hear you defeat the Lord of Shadows. Hooray! Always I knew you can do it. Always I believe in you. Now the world is peaceful, and I enjoy to play with my friends every single day. Grazie mille, signore. Maybe houses on this side. We must express our gratitude for the peace that has been granted unto us. The people who ran away after the fall, don't come back yet. See, Doge House, let's check that out real thoroughly. They might be upstairs eating. I'm so surprised to hear my good friend Tran is the one who defeated Mordegon and bring back peace to the whole Erdrea. Even though the world call you Darkspawn and hunt you like the dog, still you stand up for all of us and fight the Lord of Shadows. You're no Darkspawn, Tran. You're the savior of the world. Thank you, my friend. Grazie mille. Okay, that's this place done. I just happened to come across this place on my travels. There's not much here, but it's ever so pretty. Welcome to Where's Rest. I suppose you're here on holiday, are you? Nope. Well, this area has become very popular of late, mainly with city folk trying to get away from it all. This has been booming ever since the world became peaceful again. We do have a room free if you'd like to stay. I mean, you come all this way, you might as well spend the night. We've seen a steady increase in the number of guests since the Lord of Shadows was defeated. Not that you care how rushed off our feet we are, I'm sure. Now then. There's nothing to get too excited about. We've been seeing a few more tourists come to the region of late. This is a bit better than it was, thank goodness. This was all because of that luminary fellow. Well, he's done his part, now it's down to us. Have you heard the rumors? People are saying that the luminary, you know, the one who defeated Lord of Shadows, once spent the night here. I wonder if he too looked out this window, just like I'm doing now. Gosh, can you imagine meeting him? What an honor that would be. I was taking my troupe up to perform in Octagonia, but then we heard people talking about this place. Decided we had to pay it a visit. I'm ever so glad we did. It's lovely here. In fact, we decided to postpone our trip and stay a little longer. I'm desperate to get to the casino up in Octagonia, but the people I'm traveling with seem to have taken a shine to this place. Doesn't look like we'll be leaving anytime soon. Alright, next place. That's not the quest place, so for example, I'm going to skip Port of Valor because there's a quest icon above where the location is. Honolulu. Let's see here. The Academy. That's 2 places. Nom Nom, that's 3. Sniffelheim looks like it's marked, maybe. Shangri-La. There's 5 places left to hit. I don't think I can fit that all into one episode. Welcome to Honolulu, the seaside paradise of crystal waters and perfect pearls. The town had its ups and downs, but we never lost heart. Now the World Tree's back in action, we're on the up again. I wake up in the morning, spend the day fishing, then have a couple of cold ones in the bar before I hit the hay. It's a simple life, but I love it. Thanks, friend. If you hadn't taken down the Lord of Shadows, I wouldn't be able to enjoy life's little pleasures. We found peace at last, but now let's get out there and find us some pearls. We don't want to keep our customers waiting. Haha, I can't wait to get on the water again. I fill my hold with a whole pile of pearls. I'll deliver them to every port in Erdrea. The ocean's so beautiful. It looks like it could wash away all the hurt and the pain in the world. I wanted to see how he was doing. He lost his significant other in the fall of Yggdrasil. Woohoo! We're quiet tonight, eh? I gotta get this place ready for the next big luau wiki wiki. There's no time to lose. Now the world's at peace again, the boys are gonna want to celebrate. Wait, not that way. I'm trying to get to the house in the center. Oh, hi, Uncle. Oh, my poor child, you seem a little down today. Is something wrong? Yes. I see. Well, I shall pray that the source of your anguish ceases to torment you. Now. The world's at peace, but all I can think about is that mermaid sitting all on her own on that lonesome beach. My tutu must have had the same problem. That's why he spent all that time painting pictures of her. He just wanted to see her again. I know how he felt now. He wasn't cursed. He was in love.
How's it going?
To think that the girls here won't have to grow up in a world ruled by the Lord of Shadows. It makes it all worthwhile.
Yes?
I have fond memories of the library back in Heliodor Castle. When I was young, I would compete with my companions to see who could read the most. I loved tales of daring do and books about magical feats. They were so exciting, it never felt like study. Aye, this is the life. I'd love a wee cup of tea and a lie down in the sunshine.
Okay.
Seeing lilies always reminds me of my mother. She loved them, and my father would always make sure the castle was filled with them.
Fabulous!
The metal motif here is a great design choice. Bonjour, monsieur. Les jeunes filles that you sent us are already making themselves at home. It is nice to see the young ladies safe and well. Though these scars on their hearts may never fully heal, those girls are brave beyond their years. Already they are putting the past behind them and focusing on the future. In time they will recover, and with the help of all of us here at the Académie de Notre Maître des Médailles, they will flourish. Alright, so this is what I currently have as my item list. I've got almost all the swords. I'm just missing this one and this one. Missing the first two great swords, that sucks. Missing one of the first knives, missing the last boomerang, got all the ones, and so forth. So you can kind of see in the top right, 23 and 26. So I have almost, like I've filled up my list of items as best I could. See, that's the Riddle Master. I think this is just storage. This is the cafeteria. Jemima is a culinary genie. Petite pinch of whatever she keeps in that pot makes any meal I make taste fantastic. If only she would reveal to me her secret recipe. Ever since Yggdrasil came back to life, I've been back to my old sunny self again. I just can't stop singing. Would you like me to sing a song for you? Nope. Oh no, what a shame, but don't worry, I'll keep practicing, so when you do finally want to hear me sing, I'll be even better. You're a quest target, weren't you? Oh, honestly, give it a rest, will you? Yeah, I'm sorry. Yggdrasil is back where she belongs and the world is at peace again, but this little girl is still making a nuisance of herself. Honestly, I do wish the younger world wouldn't get so excited. This girl in the prep room who only appears at night, she said she wanted to play with me. I snuck out of my room to go and see her, but I got caught, and now I won't be able to keep my promise. Your hair is just gorgeous, and those big blue eyes. Oh, I'd love to talk more, but my friend here would just get jealous. Maybe I'll see you around somewhere. Bye for now, handsome. Hey, are you as worried about graduating as I am? The thought of heading out into the great unknown all alone makes me go weak at the knees. Oh, you're such a silly Billy. Did you think I was going to leave you on your own? Even after we graduate, we'll always be together. Oh, really? Oh, thank you, thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. How much you mean to me. Promise me that we'll never be apart? Yes, I promise. After we graduate, let's go on a trip around the whole wide world, just you and me. As long as we have each other, we have nothing to be scared of. I finally got a reply from my little brothers back home. They said there were great golden glaciers blocking the routes in and out of Sniffelheim, so they had only just got my letter. Honestly, I could have just said they didn't have the time to write to me. They didn't have to make up a silly excuse like that. Still, now they are back in touch, I must make some more handkerchiefs to send them. I can't sleep until I've embroidered at least 20 more. After all, the money they get for selling them pays for their food and clothes. If it wasn't for me, they'd starve, or freeze, or both. Wow, she's really taking care of them, huh? Funny! Twitch. My mom's the queen of slimes, but she somehow finds the slime to write me a gajillion letters. Here, listen to this latest one. How are you, my little squishykins? Mummy's bouncing along as well as ever, and the kingdom's going from strength to strength. Yesterday, your daddy and I auctioned yet another group of potential suitors, but none came close to being worthy of you. The hunt for Prince Charming continues. Honestly, I've told her till I'm blue in the face. I'll find my own squid Jeff as other. Is that everything here? Just the second floor. Alright. So next up we have Phenomenon. Phenomenon.
How's it going?
The food here is delicious. This is delightful spiciness I've never experienced anywhere else. Just smelling that aroma in the air makes my tummy rumble.
I must speak with you.
I shall never forget the moment when Sylvando presented Averith with that horse dung. The question remains, however, just how did he carry it around with him? There are some feats I fear I could never equal. What was built by a civilization that was destroyed by the Lord of Shadows in the distant past. Now that he's been defeated and that evil wall painting is no more, perhaps all the lost souls that were trapped there have found their way back to Yggdrasil.
Hello.
Climbing the steps in this village every day would make you amazingly fit. Maybe one day I'll come and stay here for a while and do some training.
Darling.
I'd never have made up with my Papi if it wasn't for Da and Son. I owe the two of them a lot. I'll have to invite them to a show as special guests one day so they can appear on stage with me. Oh, hello, sir. Oh, hello. Welcome back to Phenomenon. We are all so relieved that the Lord of Shadows is defeated. Now life will be back to normal for us, I think so. Please make sure that you visit Da and Little Sun while you're here in the village. They will be very happy to see you. So very heroic. Well, I'll be stuffed. If it ain't the hero of the day, it's truth, mate. You only went and clobbered the Lord of Shadows, eh? Nope. Ha! Good on you, pal, but you won't fool old Bads that easily. Must have been you. No one else would be enough of a drongo to even try a stunt like that. Good on you, pal. Bet you're chuffed to bits, eh? From saving a village to saving the whole world, you're a true blue battler, there ain't no mistake. Ah, delicious. After what we went through, I can appreciate the simple pleasures much more, I think so. Of course, it all thanks to you. We'll never be able to thank you enough. So very tasty. When I grow up, I'll be the best merchant in Phenomenon, and my mother and father will never have to work again. Is it this one? Ah, sauce, yeah. Thank you for coming back to visit our village. It is much livelier here now that Yggdrasil has been restored to her rightful place and the world is at peace. And my little son has been telling me that it was you who defeated Lord of Shadows. You're a true hero, I think so. Everyone in Erdrea owes you a great deal. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You did it! Hooray! Hello! You're the one who defeated Lord of Shadows, yes? Yes, I knew it! I told my father it must have been you. I always knew that you and your friends from the parade were very special. And I was correct. You saved the world, I think so. Thank you. Charm Sauvage. Looks like the same monsters. He's not ready yet. Fine. Alright, where's the next place? Sniffelheim, that seems to be a quest target area. Arborea, we came from there. Angri-La. Okay, let's head there then.
What's up?
I tried to read Rab's favorite magazine, but he said the Uggler's Digest wasn't for me. Maybe he thinks it's too highbrow. In any case, now I can't stop wondering what's in it.
You wish to speak with me?
When we found Rab up here, I thought he was mummified. You're not scared easily, but I was terrified when he started to move. Even thinking about it makes me shudder. Indeed, I regret mentioning it at all. Grandmaster Ping may no longer be around, but we can still pay a visit to the High Lama. He may not be as ferocious as my old teacher, but I bet he could still give you a mean smack on the backside.
I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but...
I'm all the way to Angri-La, so it'd be a shame not to visit this field of discipline. You can never train too much, Strand. Solar Flare. It's got a real ring to it, doesn't it? If only every move had such a fabulous sounding name. No doubt your battle with the Lord of Shadows has left you drained. Please, stay with us while every man, woman, and child of Angri-La stands ready to welcome you with open arms. When the Lord of Shadows sent the World Tree crashing to the ground, Grandmaster Payne gave her life to protect the temple and everyone within it. Now Mordegon is no more. The Wheel of Fate has come full circle, and it all is thanks to you. We are in your debt, Luminary. Welcome to Angri-La, Luminary. We have just heard the news that you and your companions have defeated the Lord of Shadows. Everyone at the temple is eager to offer the saviors of our world their congratulations. Pray, stay and speak with us a while. Lord Robert aided you in defeating the Lord of Shadows, did he not? He risked his life to challenge a monster more powerful than any this world has ever seen, and emerged victorious. No wonder he was the Grandmaster's favorite pupil. To think that the one we slandered as the Darkspawn would slay the Lord of Shadows and restore peace to the world. I thank you, friend, from the bottom of my heart. You're no devil child. You're a hero beyond compare. No duh loser. You and your friends are the saviors of this world. Everyone in Erdrea owes you a deep debt of gratitude. Well done, Luminary, well done. You have laid the Lord of Shadows low, just as the Grandmaster would have wanted. Well, let us learn from Robert's example. Not all of us have been as successful as you as passing on the trial of the serpent. Many years ago, a disciple named Robert attempted it, but fled at the first sight of the monster. Some say that it was not fear that made him flee, but that he purposely failed the trial in order to earn the Grandmaster's ire. Truly, he was a glutton for punishment. I pray that you do not develop similar proclivities. The training that our disciples undergo here may be harsh, but only by overcoming such trials can one hope to find enlightenment. And now, my son, it is your turn. The Lord of Shadows is gone, but his servants still remain. The monsters who are corrupted by his evil influence will not simply give up and walk away. That's why you must complete your training with all haste. The High Lama needs disciples to stand beside him and continue the fight. Mother, I have decided. I'm going to train harder than ever, so that one day my powers might rival even Luminaries. Yeah, good luck with that. Don't give up. You can do it. The peace has returned to Erdrea. Angri-La is still but a shadow of its former self. The Grandmaster is gone, the Helidor siege has drained our resources, and we are hounded on all sides by the servants of the Lord of Shadows. So I know you are eager to return home. Will you stay a while and aid us in protecting the temple? Alright, I'll stay. This temple has been good to me. I'll do all I can to help it get back on its feet again. Ah, Luminary, the High Lama awaits you in the field of discipline. His Holiness has prepared a special training regimen for you, the legendary Wheel of Harma. All is thanks to the Uggler's Digest. I hear that Rab has been building up quite the collection of, how can I put this? Provocative periodicals. It seems there's life in the old dog yet. I say it was the vigor he received from these stimulating reading materials that gave him the edge in the fight against the Lord of Shadows. The Uggler's Digest has saved us all! However, the shield this temple needs. The Lord of Shadows is powerful enough to send the World Tree crashing to the ground, and you were powerful enough to defeat him, Luminary. Grandmaster Payne would have been proud. All hail the High Lama. My friend was chosen to be the High Lama. What if I'm saying that right? Congratulations on your victory over the Lord of Shadows, Luminary. If Grandmaster Pain could see you now, she'll be proud indeed. Never did find out. Maybe it's not related at all, but I feel like more can't sounds a lot like Mordegon, so I have no idea. I commend your dedication, but now is not the time for you to train. It is time for you to celebrate. How can we keep you here when people all over Erdrea are waiting to offer you their thanks? Do you think your training is over just because you have saved the world? Why, if Grandmaster Pang were here, that attitude would surely have brought forth a naughty stick. Tell me, Luminary, did you use the ancient technique the Grandmaster taught you in your fight against the Lord of Shadows? Technically, I think I did if you count Giga Burst, so you'll say yes. I knew it! The ultimate art of the Luminary of Legend was tailor-made for defeating the darkness. One day I'll master it myself, I swear it. What? You mastered the ultimate art of the Luminary of Legend and neglected to use it when it mattered the most? Such a waste! Thanks to you, the world tree has been reborn, the cycle of souls has begun anew, and those who lost their lives may live again among her all-embracing bows. You have safeguarded the future of Erdrea, and for that, you have our eternal thanks. When the fortress of fear began to crumble, all the disciples gathered here to witness it. When the world tree sprang back to life, we cheered at the top of our lungs. We wanted you to hear our happy voices so that you would know for sure you had saved our world. Mighty Idriso watches over us once more through the gap in the mountain. The world tree lives again, and all this thanks to you. What am I doing? You and Lord Robert have shown us what a disciple of Angerlock can truly be, and I, for one, mean to live up to your example. Until I catch up with you, I will keep running. I don't think I actually tried to visit Yggdrasil. Let's try that. Now, since I'm traveling to a lot of locations, there's going to be stuttering as I transition from map to map, so you'll have to forgive me for this. Like, on my end, it's smooth. Okay. No new islands, so can we zoom from here? Alright, let me think. Did we hit Octagonia? Yeah, I think we did. Actually, no, we didn't. We didn't, because there's a quest there. We did Sniffelheim yet. Alright, so let's go to the first quest objective, the Last Bastion. Before I do that, I need to make a save so that I can play the cutscene twice. Otherwise, the first time you see it, it'll be stuttering at the beginning of it, and I don't want to subject you to that.
How's it going?
Hello.
Do let me know if you'd like some musical accompaniment, Tran. I'd be happy to play the harp at any point. I had a lot of my time on my hands back in Arborea, so I've been able to hone my skills. A lot better than I used to be, even if I do say so myself.
Precisely.
Oh, honestly.
Alright, let's go to the Last Bastion. So we'll need to make 2 playthroughs of this.